So let the rhythm hit 'em, just let the rhythm hit 'em. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Now turn it up, a little louder, turn it up, a little louder, turn it up.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Tonight, we wind up Week 5 with a good battle between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. Strap in. This will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10. Throwing at the outset, here's Mahomes. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 20.
Now, first carry for the former Pro Bowler, Josh Jacobs.
He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5,
and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Taken from about the 12.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1.
He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And the Chiefs at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. They coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Divine Diablo dropping him behind the line of scrimmage.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. Here's Tommy Townsend now,
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Once again, it's Jacobs. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
in search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Beckham will go in motion right. Now Carr. Looking deep for Adams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Pretty good yards after the catch there on that crossing route. Is a crossing route good for a quarterback because the receiver's coming across his line of vision?
They love those kind of throws. And how many times have you seen any of what we call an in-breaking route?
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Raiders are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done? But they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
This is taken just shy of the 10. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll step aside and get an update when we... The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Max Crosby, the one who got in there for the stop. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And this one too low.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards for number 11.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys, because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now a play fake. Carr. He'll buy some time right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes, because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's caught at the 25.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Davante Adams. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Raiders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
The kickoff team on the field now, as they will send this one away.
From the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. It was Anthony Averett who got him down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Play action. Now it's Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Raiders are able to add on to their first half lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Flushed out right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He finds McKinnon, complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Mahomes firing complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Escaping the pressure right. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, he was looking at a dime formation, 6 defensive backs on the field, so he's looking for anyone to throw the football to, but he didn't have anyone open, so he took off and ran for it, but he came up just short, and that brings up 4th down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
A very solid gain of 27.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
This will be fielded inside the 5. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The man in motion is Brown. Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And, it'll be intercepted.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Chiefs are able to at least get one score back. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Throwing now is Carr. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught inside the 5.
And did he get in? No. They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line.
A big play there just before halftime. And even